You know, they never really went away. Velcro rollers are such an amazing way to get some lift and some volume in your hair. And you know what else, Michelle? It takes you away from those heat instruments for a little while, which is a great break for the hair.
A little bit. So what's interesting actually is that you're going to use a tiny bit of heat, but not much. So it's definitely not the same as using a curling iron on your whole head or a blow dryer, even as much as you would normally.
Exactly.
So the first thing I wanted to talk about, I'm going to show you the sizes and the lengths and what gives curl and what gives volume. But the first thing that you would do at home would be a really good rough dry on your hair, just lifting at the root, blow dry the hair, basically 90% dry to 100% dry. After you've done that, and hopefully you've got some mousse in there, you've given it some guts, and then you can go ahead and choose your roller size. You also want to part the hair in the general style how you're going to wear it, because you're going to place the rollers differently in the fringe or in the bang area than you would over the rest of the head.
Okay, these are good tips. This is Sherry, by the way. So we pulled her from the audience to be our model for this. So she looks like she's got, you know, it's dry, she's got a little bit of height going on there, so you put some product in there.
Yeah.
Now it's time to apply those rollers.
Yeah, so she's actually got decent volume already because she was all styled up today.
Yeah.
But it's still good hair that we can show the length and how to do the demo.
Okay.
So the first thing you want to do is choose the roller. And depending on the length of the hair and how much curl you want to get, it's going to depend on what size roller you use.
Right.
In general, if you can wrap the roller one time down onto the head, that's really only volume. This will not give you curl at all. Once the roller comes out, you're only going to get a little bit of lift and maybe a slight curve on the end.
Right.
If you can wrap your roller, and this could be hair down to here too, so it depends. If you can wrap the roller
a couple of times,
2 or more times, then that will give you actual curl.
Right.
However, I personally think for Velcro rollers, you're really looking for body. If you want curl, grab a curling iron. If you want body that's really bouncy and literally feels like airy and light, that's when you're going to use the Velcro rollers.
That's when I use them.
Yeah, right?
If I just want some volume, like I want big hair, I'll put those in and I'll keep them in for a while until it's really set, and then take them out and my hair is lifted.
It feels, I used to do it when I was like 14 and my hair would bounce while I was walking away from the salon.
That's great.
So how you're going to choose also the amount of hair that goes in, I'm going to get you to tip your head down.
Okay.
When you're choosing the roller and the amount of hair, you don't want anything that's wider than the actual width of the roller.
Okay.
And then if you look up, I don't want it wider and I don't want it any thicker if I were to do this with the roller. So you're looking at about the width and the length. That's what you're going to do.
Okay.
So if you had a larger roller, then you can go slightly wider with the section and put a little bit more hair in there.
Got it. Don't put more hair than roller.
Yes, and you can brush the hair that you're going to actually put in with the Velcro.
Yeah.
Fold the tips on the very end. Always push those little guys in. If they're all wonky, you don't want any kinked or weirdo ends going on. You want to tuck those all in nice and tight and roll it back on top of the base and the hair that you've lifted it from.
And it just stays because it's Velcro.
That's right.
That's
However,
the whole point. However,
if you have a lot of hair, you may need to clip them in by just using clips like this. Or you can actually use bobby pins if you don't have clips at home.
They do the job.
Yes.
They do the trick.
Yes. So here's the thing. We need heat. We need heat of some kind. Unless you have a ton of natural curl, your hair needs to be heated slightly in some way to actually take shape to the roller.
Okay.
And the idea is it's going to sit, it's going to cool, and it's going to last all day. So here's a quick way to add some heat to the hair.
Okay. You're gonna. You have a very cool way of taking it out too. Like I noticed you twist.
Yes, you're going to twist it. So I'll show you how to put it in, set it, and then take them out.
Okay.
So the first thing, if you're using a curling iron, and I'm sorry if my arm comes across here a little bit, but you can actually just take the curling iron and just push it onto the hair, and this is just heating it up.
So this is why some people like using the hot rollers as well, because then you're getting that action all in one.
All in one, that's right. But it's not, you only need to heat it up ever so slightly.
All right.
It doesn't have to be the whole 9 yards like you would do, because you're just looking for heat on the hair.
Yeah.
And again, I'm rolling back onto the base, and I would like the hair a little bit taut like that.
Do you trust me to try it? Sure. Okay. What's she gonna say? She's on TV, right?
Exactly.
She's like, yeah, go ahead. Oh my gosh, why am I letting her do this? Thank you. Because we're gonna be giving away some product in a little bit so that you guys can try it at home. Did that hurt? Here's the thing, as a black girl, I have no pain, I have no feeling in my scalp anymore. When you're growing up, you know, they can be a little rough, the mothers with their hair.
Yeah.
I did the tips properly.
Perfect.
I did it like that. I didn't put more hair in than I have.
Perfect.
Ta-da! Can you show us quickly the taking it out?
Okay, so before you roll it, spray it.
Yeah.
After you roll them, spray them. So always use a volumizing light spray
So it
of some
holds?
kind.
Yeah.
This is Glamour Queen. It's volumizing. It's flexible. It's great for setting. So when you take it out, a lot of people are just going to rip them out.
Yeah,
That's
don't do
not
that.
a good idea.
Show us really
They're really
quickly.
in there. So you're just going to, twist as you go.
Oh, that's so
and it will kind
cool.
of keep a little bit of that look to it.
Very nice. Well,
All
you're
right.
all going to go home with the Osis Glamour Queen Volumizing Hairspray and the Anti-Frizz Shine Serum. Thank you so much for the lesson. That was great. Let's go to break.